All right, we got that one down. We got it down. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy Suns fan Randy in the building, and you know what I'm saying? We did what we were supposed to do. Today was weird, man, in the sense of is it just me or today didn't feel like a game day? You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I feel like I was going out throughout my day. Typically it kind of like be in my face. It'd be like, oh, like the Suns play today. Make sure you don't miss it. But it's just today didn't really feel like a game day. I guess I'm mentally just ready for Wednesday just to see like what we do on Wednesday, whatever the case may be. But today was a good game, man. I feel like today was a good team game. I feel like we had a really bad second quarter. Yeah, I feel like just that second quarter was just really, 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 really bad. But I kind of knew that we was always gonna be in this game or at least win this game just because I feel like I knew THT was gonna be with us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he was with us all night long. I don't know how many turnovers that boy had, but that boy was over there. I mean, he only finished with 3 turnovers, 7 to 18, just a lot of bad shots, played 35 minutes. And yeah, so it was just like as long as Horton was in the game, I was like, oh yeah, like we'll be all right. We'll be all right. So he definitely helped us back, get our momentum and get our rhythm back, or whatever the case may be. But I for sure thought Book was dropping 40 tonight because it's just like I feel like Utah is just one of those teams that Booker just for whatever strange reason he just go off against. But he started, you know what I'm saying? He started going crazy in that first quarter. And then what they just started triple teaming them and zoning up. So it was just like, yeah, that was over with. And then nobody else really came with him. DA couldn't get the ball, couldn't really like I feel like today, like with DA was just like a just a rhythm game. Cause I feel like he was just out there just doing a whole bunch of stuff unnaturally, if that makes sense. It looked like he only missed like what, 2 games? But it looked like he missed like a month. Like for real talk. It was like the way he out there looked. It looked like damn. Like when was the last time you hooped? You know what I mean? Like that was a little alarming. But he ended up getting his momentum a little bit later. Started dropping a little mini elbow jumper. I wish that he could finish some of those attacks at the rim because I feel like he was always looking to go in the corners, which is the right thing to do, I guess. But sometimes he had it right there open. Sometimes he had a little dunk. Sometimes he had a little layup that he just passed up on, especially when you're giving it up to like Craig and Okogie in the corner. Like you might as well keep that. You know what I mean? Like you might as well just keep that one for yourself. No offense to nobody, but yeah, man. So I'm mentally prepared for Wednesday just because I don't want to see this lineup of Josh Okogie and Torrey Craig starting again because I love both of them, but it's just like to me personally, this is how I feel. I feel like Josh Okogie and Torrey Craig don't play enough defense to warrant like to them to start. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't create that much havoc on the defensive end where it's like, okay, like them two together on the court at the same time is just like they really be out there clamping it down. Like they don't really do that. You know what I mean? And then they went to that 3-2 zone, daring them to shoot in the flat. And that's essentially how the Jazz got back in the game. They wouldn't hit nothing. Josh Okogie and them, like, because my thing is like, okay, if you get the ball and you don't want to shoot it, fine, cool. Either pump and go and like shoot the layup or whatever. Because my thing is not necessarily if you make or miss it. My thing is just like keep the defense honest by shooting it. You see what I'm saying? Like they both shot the ball 6 times tonight. And my thing is like I don't really care how many times you miss it. It's just like if you can pump, go get a little floater, get a little blow a layup, whatever. I mean, we watch campaign blow layups all the time. So it's like it ain't nothing to watch Torrey Craig and Josh Okogie. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to shoot that three, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, take it to the hole, maybe get some contact, maybe not. My thing is just keep the defense honest to where it's just like, all right, like where they just have to communicate more and then get a lot of miscommunication, a lot of blown cover. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the defense honest is what I'm trying to say. Because it's just like all that second quarter got real bad because all they did was triple team Devin Booker and he was passing it off and nobody he was passing it off to could do nothing with it or at least feed it in the DA or something. But and then Chris Paul, we all know he don't look at the rim until the fourth quarter. But you know what I'm saying? That was a big thing. But the bench definitely carried it tonight. T Ross, he, you know what I'm saying? Like he got it going a little bit late. And the thing that was gonna irritate me though, if we did lose this game, was I feel like okay, Monty went through all the like essentially all the players trying to figure out who had the hot hand, and then he threw D Lee in there, and I feel like all right, like if you know what I'm saying, if they couldn't get it going, at least try D Lee. And I feel like he didn't stay with D Lee long enough. I feel like D Lee could have been a little bit more of a help than Shamet, because Shamet would play 15 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 2. I feel like D Lee definitely would have did something just to create the separation a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what I'm talking about in that favoritism type. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand it at times, but Campaign played decent tonight. I appreciated it. He actually ran the offense, was looking to pass a little bit in transition, finished with 5 assists. But one thing that I will tip my cap to Monty is, and what I like, what I'm seeing in the sense of, it's like it throws teams off the last 2 games, because it's like the starting unit plays a certain style, and that second unit plays a totally different. It looked like a totally different team, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the running gun. I appreciate the fast pace. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, because now they can't. You know what I mean? They can't defend us. They can't. They don't know what to do now. So it's just like that second unit with Campaign running and gunning. That's one thing, I guess. Like I said, when he's playing to his strength and running and gunning and not trying to do this half court offense, I can tolerate Campaign. But when he's out there doing that fake Chris Paul impersonation, like, let Campaign be Campaign. You hear what I mean? So yeah, that's one thing I did appreciate on Monty's side. The last few games, you've actually let the second unit get up and down and run. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate the pace. TJ Warren, you know what I'm saying, just being super solid. And like I said, tonight was just a good overall team win. I didn't really expect us to lose this game, even though it got a little bit close. Just like I said, because I feel like I knew THT was going to help us out when we needed it most. So didn't have that many turnovers. And, you know what I'm saying? We did what we were supposed to do, man. This is just what we're supposed to do, just to keep the Clippers off our ass. Hopefully they lose tonight to the Bulls so we could just get a little bit more breathing room. But yeah, man, I still honestly don't know who I want to play in that first round, either the Clippers or the Warriors. I really don't know. But this is one hot take I will say before I get out of here. One hot take I will say before I get out of here. I know Z probably gonna watch this, and we're gonna talk about this over the phone. But listen, is this the first season that Devin Booker carried us to the playoffs? Like, this is, it sounds crazy, right? Because it's like, all right, realistically, Mikal Bridges wasn't playing like the Mikal Bridges over there in Brooklyn, right, when we got him. We didn't get KD until, you know what I'm saying, after the trade deadline. KD only played 3 games. Um, I can't think of anybody else. Like I said, we had Cam Johnson, and Cam Johnson got hurt or whatever the case may be. So, like, the main consistent person on this team, or that's been leading this team or carrying this team, has been Devin Booker. So it's like, is this the first? Is this what it looked like? It wasn't pretty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it sitting there like he did it in flying colors, or I think if any other season, like, that wasn't this season specifically, I don't think this would be good enough to carry us to the playoffs. But this is what it looked like when Devin Booker carried us to the playoffs. Like, okay, got to put a little bit of respect on his name, because, like I said, man, like, he been balling out the month of March, and like I said, KD only realistically played 3 games. Mikal Bridges was playing like buns, like when he was here, or, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like that kind of proves my point of what I'm talking about with the coaching, in the sense of how, when Mikal Bridges plays in this system, he gives us what he gave us. And then when he goes over to Brooklyn, he can drop 35, 40s, 30 points on a nightly basis. You see what I'm saying? Like, but I'm the crazy one for saying Monty. But anyways, but yeah, man, that's just my hot take. I want to get off. Like, damn, like, are we really just sleeping on the fact that Devin Booker really led us to the playoffs this year? That's crazy. But till next time, man, peace.